Hey guys, this game's going to be a little different. I did just record the Soraka game that I'm showing you, but I didn't realize that my mic was muted for some reason for the whole game. So I did this awesome commentary, and I think it was one of my better ones so far. Like, I did it really good. I explained everything really well. I paid attention to what was going on, but yeah, my mic was muted. So I guess that's something I'm gonna have to check from now on. I've never had this issue before, but I guess you live and you learn. I've only been doing this a couple of weeks, so I'm gonna run into some errors. But this is my second time playing the Reworked Soraka. I did really want to get a Reworked Soraka video out because I saw this rework and I just fell in love with it. I love the idea of
never waste a breath.
Like, of having her Q be a skill shot. I personally love skill shots. It also has more range now, and it has a slow on it if you're good at it, and I don't know, I just love champions like that you can be precise on, and it gives you a big bonus when you're playing them. It does suck on your off days because you can't hit anything, and then you just feed really hard and you deal no damage and do nothing pretty much, but I like that challenge. I feel like it makes you kind of have to play better. That's just my preference. Different people are gonna say different things, like what's the reason of having the risk there in the first place? Why not play somebody that you can't miss, like, vital things? But that's just a player preference. But yeah, so new Soraka rework just came out. I updated this morning, and I was super excited. We jumped into 2 games, got support both times. The first game went meh. So this one went a lot better. So the teams were me and Soraka with this Tristana here. In the mid lane, we had a what did we have mid? Oh yeah, LeBlanc. Sorry, I can't see the video when you're doing this voiceover thing. It's very small. It's hard for me to see. You guys can see your teams hopefully, because I can't actually see them enough to do it, and I wasn't smart enough to look at it before this. But that's fine. Mostly what you're going to be paying attention to, we have a Jarvan in the jungle, they have a Kha'Zix, they influence a lot of what I see. I'm Soraka support, I have a Tristana ADC, we're against an Ezreal and a Soraka bottom. Their Soraka did come late, that's why I'm being so aggressive here. She's not actually in the game yet, which did definitely help in this game going well. But it happens, and like we still, like, overall the team did very well. Having the Soraka there earlier would have helped them, but the other lanes, our other lanes, won as well. So it's not like the game was completely lost because of that, or completely won because of that. So that's why I don't feel too bad about uploading this. And she does come relatively soon. She gets here. So she catches up, and she's even with us for most of the game because of all of League's catch-up mechanics. So Soraka's new passive is she gets a bunch of bonus move speed when she is running towards an allied champion that's below 40% health. So really good. They wanted to make Soraka just the healer that, like, she is like made out to be, right? Like, just run around healing people. That's your job. So if someone's low, you need to get there faster. You need to heal them. That's what they were trying to do with that, and I think it's a really good passive for what Soraka wants to be doing in team fights, especially with how her W, or her heal, works now, which is her W ability. I'll go over it in a second. It costs health now, So being able to sit at the back, and then when your initiators get low, get that move speed to run up and get the heal, it's really, really good. So yeah, like I said, I love this rework, and I'm just gonna be ranting about how much I love it, basically. So the Q ability Starcall, it used to just be a circle around you within a certain area. I'm not exactly sure how big it was. It was fairly small, lower than your auto attack range. And every enemy, champion or minion in that circle would get hit every time you casted Starcall. But now it's the skill shot that I'm spamming here a lot. That one there. You can see it has an outer ring and an inner ring. The outer ring just deals what the ability's damage is. It's okay damage, especially for a support. And then the inner ring, if you hit them in the inner ring, it slows them by, I believe it's 40%. Again, I can't check right now because I'm doing just a voiceover, but it's pretty good. I just hit it right there. It also deals 150% damage. So, bonus damage if you can hit that skill shot properly. And bonus utility, like, it's just really good. Also, with how it works now, once you have a point into your heal, every time you hit an enemy champion with your Starcall, which is your Q, you also get healed. So you'll see next time I throw a Q and hit them, you'll see a little stream of light that will fly between the person I hit and me, and that once that hits me, I get healed. So you'll probably see it right around now if I have the mana for it. But it doesn't look, it looks like I'm pretty out of mana right now. That's okay. Next time I use it though, just watch out. Or their Soraka just used it, you can see it there. And I missed there. Oh well. Just watch for it next time you see a Starcall cast by either me or the enemy Soraka. But it does heal you for a little bit. But that is your only sustain. You used to be able to heal yourself with your W. You can no longer do that. You are required to hit your Q skill shot in order to sustain up. But again, I like that. I think it's an interesting mechanic. Not a lot of people have that kind of thing. So I do like that. It makes the champions. It makes the champion different and fun to play. So yeah, Q really good. That's what you want to max first. It's your main harass and your main sustain. So definitely want to max it first. The W is Soraka's heal. It used to heal a ton of health and give the person bonus armor, the person that you healed. And then it had a really long cooldown, and the cooldown could be reduced by hitting your Qs on enemy champions. They changed it a lot. It has a pretty small mana cost now. You can use it pretty much whenever it's up. And it's on, I believe it's like a 3.2 second cooldown. It's absurdly short, and it still heals for like a mediocre amount. So you can run around and keep an entire team healed up. The issue, well, not the issue, the drawback of it, the thing that's going to keep you from just keeping an entire team healed up all the time, is that it costs 10% of your max health to cast. So if you are just going to run around healing stuff, healing your teammates, you need to be hitting your Qs in order to sustain up and be able to actually do that. You can't just sit on the back line and heal, 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 or else you'll run yourself out of health all the time. So like I really like that mechanic. Again, you can't heal yourself with your W anymore, so you can't like pay 10% of your max health to gain 30 or whatever it would give you. So yeah, it's really good. It was really good though. And again, if you can hit your Qs, then it's a lot of sustain that you can get from it, and it's a lot of healing. They also reduce the cast range on the heal, which I'm not really a fan of, but I like I said, it's on a 3-second cooldown and it heals for still a substantial amount. So it makes sense that they had to nerf a little bit more of it. It also doesn't give the bonus armor that it used to. It's just a heal, but that's fine, because if it did, you could just give someone permanent extra armor and it'd be really broken. So yeah, that's the heal ability. Also, once you put points in that, and as you rank that up, it increases the amount that you heal from hitting your Starcalls. I should probably be talking about the game right now, but I'm just having. I love this rework so much. I want to go over it in detail so you guys all know what's going on. So I'll get into the game and what's kind of been happening in it once I'm done going over the abilities, which is taking me forever, but it's so exciting. So the E ability is really good now. She's not the mana battery that she once was, and by that I mean her E you could cast either on an enemy or on an ally. If you cast it on an ally, it would give them mana. If you cast it on an enemy, it would do some damage and silence the enemy. So they wanted to keep the utility of the silence that Soraka has, and give her some bonus utility, because they're taking away that heal, or that mana sustain that some champions needed. So what they did is they made her E really strong, in my opinion. I think it's at least 10 times stronger than her old E. You drop basically a pool on the ground, and it stays out for 1.5 seconds, and any enemy champion that's within that pool is silenced. Like you can see there, that was it. I just used it on the Ezreal, so he couldn't arcane shift away, he couldn't flash out, he was just stuck there, just silent. He couldn't Q me, he couldn't do anything really, and it's just awesome. You can silence multiple people in a team fight. It's great. There. Also, you just saw right there, their Soraka got rooted by it at the end of that 1.5 seconds that it stays out and silences people. So that, keep in mind they're silenced. They can't dash, they can't flash out of this at all. They need to just start walking out as soon as they see it, because if they're in it at the end, they get rooted for an extra second in spot. So, again, you gotta think about the utility of this in team fights, or even just in a 2v2 situation. It's so good. You can silence 2 people. So against an enemy Soraka, that's a 1.5 seconds of no healing. That could potentially take out an entire heal in one of the fights that you and your bottom lane are having. Or against an AD caster like Lucian, who needs those needs to use his abilities in order to get his passive off and deal all his damage. You drop that on top of him, and he can't do anything anymore. He can't dash around and dodge skill shots like he should be able to. He can't Q you and then get his passive auto attacks. He just can't do it. For that 1.5 seconds that's on him, he is dealing about probably half the damage that he should be, or more than half. Probably less than half of the damage he should be. So it's so good. And then at the end of it, he can't even really be auto attacking, because if he stays there and just gets rooted at the end of it, he's just gonna die probably. So it's really strong if you can use it properly. Oh, I just messed that up. I remember that point in the game. I was very sad, because I thought that everyone was going to die here. There are 3 of them, but they do both manage to get out, and I'm very sad here because I missed my ultimate. I should have been able to heal everyone, and it would have saved my life. So That's why I'm really sad. I haven't gone over my ult. It's the same as it was before, if you knew what Soraka was. But it's basically, you cast it and everyone on your team gets healed. For a fairly substantial amount, actually. So I do use it as soon as I spawn here to keep this Jarvan alive as long as possible. And it does allow them to get 2 kills out of the exchange in the end. So that's good. I still use it properly there. But yeah, like that E is just, it's so strong now. I love it. Again, this is only the first day, so anything you've seen or want to see, I'm not very good on this champion yet because it just came out. I need to practice with it, but I definitely will be, and hopefully I can get another game up for you guys, maybe one with my friends or something, because I don't want to upload too many videos of the same champions by myself. At least not now. I want some versatility in my channel. But I will hopefully be getting you more, because I do really, like I said, I fell in love with this rework as soon as I saw it. So I will hopefully be getting more of this up for you. So yeah, what's been happening so far? Our LeBlanc has been getting quite fed. She's been doing really well. She's roamed down here twice and got a couple kills. My score is already pretty good. I don't know exactly what it is there, but it is good. I think I mess up here because I think this Jarvan just wanted to get a ward, and I go this dragon, so he's taking like 300 or 400 damage that he shouldn't have. But that's okay. Also, I did use my silence on the dragon. Don't do that. It's a waste. It doesn't actually do anything to the dragon. I really needed to save it here to silence that Kha'Zix, because the Kha'Zix does just jump over the wall, get the dragon, and kill me. So if I saved my silence there, I could have dropped it over the wall so that the Kha'Zix couldn't have jumped in and stole that. But what are you gonna do? Yeah, again, I'm just learning. I just wanted to kill the dragon fast. I didn't choose the best way to do it by any means, but it was good. There, on the enemy Soraka there, if you guys just watch that fight. Oh, what happened? That video just skipped a bunch. Interesting. I don't know why that happened. But that's okay. If you watched in that fight though, or remember it, you can go back, whatever, 20 seconds or whatever to see it. But the Tristana got ambushed by the Ezreal and the Soraka, and the Tristana could not use her jump away because the Soraka had her silence on. So, like, there's just showing you the power of it, and how it can be used. Like, the enemy Soraka used it very well there. So yeah, our LeBlanc's doing really well. Our Tristana's doing quite well. I'm doing quite well as well. I think I'm 0. What is that? 0, 2, and 6. Again, the screen's really small. I can't really see. But overall, our team's doing really well. Our jungle is doing well, our LeBlanc's doing well, our top lane is, I think, doing well as well. We have a Nasus up there now that I think about it. Let's leave it to Nasus. I should have been watching the bars. But it's really, basically everyone's doing well, nobody's feeding. I probably have the most deaths on the team. Again, I'm not 100% sure, I don't remember the game completely. Yeah, really fun game. They did have an AP Misfortune in the mid lane, which is interesting. They did recently buff AP Misfortune, so... Oh, I didn't realize that. So this is an interesting play. We do really well there. I do get an ultimate that saves me and Tristana there, but it was like super dangerous. I did miss my E completely. I don't know if you guys saw it. The Kha'Zix just started the jump before the silence and ended it on the other end of it. So it was. I played that really poorly the start of it, but I did get a really nice ult off to save me and Tristana. Tristana ended up dying to an Ezreal ult, but it was really good. And this part right here, keep in mind this Alistar is 0 and 6 right now, but he does try to fight me, and this is like the power of Soraka. Like, I started this fight with pretty much no health. I've only gained health in this fight so far, and he's taken half his health because he tried to tower dive me. Oh, sorry, he's 0 and 5 right now. I'm thinking of the fight just a little after. I forgot that that one happened. That one was good though. Still, like, I started that fight with under, like, or probably like 200 health or 100 health, and at the end of it, I had that much health. So, like, the Q healing is really good once you get a couple points in your W as well. So, really, like, really good. So, yeah, this game just going well, but, like, again, I was at under 200 health, and then because of that fight with Alistar, I'm at 3/4 health now, almost full health again. My mana is actually looking pretty decent too. Once you get a Chalice, you can, like, I don't even have the upgraded Athenes or anything, I just have the Chalice, and it's like, it's enough mana sustain, or I found that it was anyways, like, to just stay there forever. Like, if you just get that and then go into some other stuff, go into I think tank is probably the better option. In my first game I went a really squishy build. I think I bought a Mikhail's, this is the fight I was talking about. He's 0 and 6 right now, but he is still a top laner, and I'm a support that didn't build damage. And just, like, look how much damage I can do to him. But what was I talking about before? Oh yeah, items. Yeah, I went for Spooky Ghosts. What's that item called? I forget. But anyway, I was super squishy and it didn't work out. This game I got the Spectre's Cowl. I was going to go into a Spirit Visage, and I was thinking a Warmogs just for the passive life regen, so that you don't always have to be hitting Qs to sustain back up. I'm still going to work with it a bit. Again, I'm going to be playing her a lot. Yeah, so I think, like, even just a Chalice, eventually get a Mikhail's, eventually get your Talisman of Ascension to get that move speed. But I think after those, pretty much just go tank and walk around healing people and queuing them. I did just miss that ult, but the enemy team does surrender here, and you could see, like, the strength of Soraka there. Like, I 1v1'd their top laner, which is pretty awesome. I took pretty much 0 damage from it because of my heals, so really strong rework. Anyways, if you liked the video, like and subscribe. If you liked this more in-depth kind of going over stuff, that with me doing a voiceover rather than talking while playing, leave a comment, let me know, and I'll try to do some more. So, bye!